The master of the Washington Coronation's The Coronation of the Virgin, a medieval masterpiece of devotion and craftsmanship. The Coronation of the Virgin is a painting that depicts one of the most important events in Christian theology, the crowning of Mary as the Queen of Heaven by her Son, Jesus Christ. It is a work of art that combines religious devotion, artistic skill, and technical innovation. It was created by an anonymous painter known as the Master of the Washington Coronation, who was active in Florence, Italy, in the early 14th century. The painting is part of the collection of the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., where it is displayed in the West Building, Gallery 1. It is one of the finest examples of the International Gothic style, which flourished in Europe during the late Middle Ages and the early Renaissance. This style is characterized by elegant figures, rich colors, intricate details, and a sense of realism and naturalism. The painting is a vertical panel that measures 83 by 50 centimeters, 32 and 11/16 x 19 and 11/16 inches. It is made of tempera and gold leaf on wood. Tempera is a type of paint that uses egg yolk as a binder, which gives it a smooth and luminous quality. Gold leaf is a thin sheet of gold that is applied to the surface of the painting to create a dazzling effect. The painting is set against a gold background, which symbolizes the divine realm and the radiance of God. The painting shows Mary and Jesus sitting side by side on a wide throne surrounded by 8 winged angels. The throne is decorated with carved leaves, stars, and a shell motif. The shell is a symbol of Mary's purity and her role as the Mother of God. The throne also has the date of the painting, 1324, inscribed in Roman numerals at the bottom. Mary and Jesus are both dressed in rich and colorful garments that reflect their status and dignity. Mary wears a rose-pink dress under a blue mantle, which covers her head and shoulders. Blue is the color of the sky and the sea, and it represents Mary's heavenly and earthly roles. Jesus wears a yellow robe under a blue cloak, which wraps over his shoulder and across his lap. Yellow is the color of the sun and the light, and it represents Jesus' divinity and glory. Both Mary and Jesus have flat gold halos around their heads, which indicate their holiness and their connection to God. The halos are punched with clusters of 3 dots, which represent the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Jesus looks at Mary with a gentle and loving expression as he places a crown on her bowed head with his right hand. He holds a long staff in his left hand, which rests in his lap. The staff is a symbol of his authority and his role as the shepherd of his flock. Mary looks at the viewer with a humble and serene expression as she gestures toward Jesus with both hands. She acknowledges him as her son and her Lord, and she invites the viewer to join her in worshiping him. The 8 angels are arranged symmetrically over the throne, and they look across at each other with admiration and joy. They wear robes of pink, blue, or green, which contrast with the gold background and create a sense of harmony and balance. They also have gold halos and hold long staffs, which signify their service and loyalty to God. 2 of the angels hold up a red cloth behind Mary and Jesus, which creates a sense of depth and perspective. The red cloth is a symbol of the blood of Christ, which was shed for the salvation of humanity. The painting is a masterpiece of devotion and craftsmanship, as it expresses the artist's faith and skill in a beautiful and compelling way. It is also a masterpiece of innovation, as it shows the artist's use of new techniques and influences from different sources. The artist was influenced by the Byzantine style, which was prevalent in Italy at the time, and which is evident in the use of gold, the stylized features, and the flat perspective. The artist was also influenced by the French Gothic style, which was introduced to Italy by the court of King Robert of Anjou, who ruled Naples and Sicily in the early 14th century. The French Gothic style is evident in the use of naturalism, realism, and elegance, as well as the use of the International Gothic style, which was emerging in Europe at the time, and which is evident in the use of rich colors, intricate details, and a sense of movement and emotion. The painting is a testament to the artist's vision and talent, as well as to the cultural and artistic exchange that took place in Europe during the Middle Ages and the early Renaissance. It is a painting that invites the viewer to contemplate the mystery and the beauty of the coronation of the Virgin, and to share in the artist's devotion and admiration. It is a painting that deserves to be admired and appreciated as a medieval masterpiece of devotion and craftsmanship.